It is officially spooky season. You can feel it in the atmosphere, you can feel it in the air. If you listen closely, you can hear the wind blow and it's telling you scary things. This is the season. This is my season. I know I'm not the only one that loves scary stuff, spooky stuff. And we're gonna really emphasize this on the channel this month. For the rest of the month, I'm gonna talk about nothing but cartoon conspiracies. And not just regular ones that you've probably heard already, but ones that are really gonna mess you up. Ones that are gonna ruin your childhood and make you a little emotional, maybe a little disturbed. But I mean, yes, why not? Before I begin though, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and go grab something to drink, go grab some snacks, go turn down the lights, and let's have a spooky good time. I don't know about y'all, but Red Bull, honestly, sponsor this channel. I know you don't sponsor many spooky vloggers, but I'm just saying there's always a network or a market for spooky people that love to stay up all night and they need some energy to stay up all night. This is where you come in, Red Bull. Scooby-Doo is one of the greatest cartoons of all time. Starting with his main character, Scooby-Doo, which everybody loves. Then we have Shaggy, Daphne, Velma, and Freddy, who are just awesome in their own respective way. Growing up in the 90s, I remember watching Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, and let me tell you, that movie alone made me love Scooby-Doo for the rest of my life. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island came out, I think, in 98, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, yo, the music was amazing, the animation was great, the story was phenomenal, and you being 5, 6, 7 years old watching this, you're like, WTF. If you haven't seen that movie, please go watch it. And in 1999, Scooby-Doo did parody the Blair Witch Project. Which again, another great piece of, I guess, parodiness, but Scooby-Doo really knocked it out of the park. So yes, I have a deep love and a deep respect for Scooby-Doo. And again, I do love the live action movies. I'm just saying, they weren't bad. Just saying. But recently I ran across this very horrible, emotional, messed up cartoon conspiracy involving Shaggy and the gang. And it goes like this: Scooby and the gang died in a fire caused by Shaggy because of his forgetful and irresponsible nature. Yes. This cartoon conspiracy takes place in the 1960s. One evening at Freddy's place, everybody was hanging out. They're all doing their thing. They're all smoking the za. They're all smoking weed, having a great time. As everybody was smoking and laughing and having a great time, Shaggy was like, yo, I'm gonna make some Scooby snacks from scratch. So Shaggy goes into the kitchen, starts to get all the ingredients he needs, turns on the stove, puts a pan there, he wants to start cooking and all this stuff, but then he realizes, man, Freddy's missing some ingredients. So Shaggy goes into the van, starts driving to the grocery store. As he gets to the grocery store, he gets all these ingredients and he starts taking sweet time, just not really thinking about what's happening here and there, blah, blah, blah. You know, pays for the groceries, gets all the ingredients he needs, gets in the van, starts to drive. I can imagine when he's driving, he sees a fire from the distance. He's like, whoa, look at that fire. And he really doesn't know what's going on. All of a sudden, he realizes that is Freddy's house that's on fire. So Shaggy hits the gas to get to Freddy's house sooner. As he approaches Freddy's house, he notices that the house is completely engulfed, it's on fire, and he can hear his friends screaming from the inside. And as he just desperately tries to get in there to save his friends, slowly, one by one, they start to go quiet. It is too late. His friends got burned alive. And all this happened is because Shaggy forgot to turn off the stove. The kitchen got caught on fire, and then the whole house from there got on fire, and his friends were trapped on the inside, and all his friends, unfortunately, got burnt alive because of Shaggy. And it doesn't end there. It doesn't, oh no, you think that's it? No, it gets even worse. Because of this happening, Shaggy cannot confront the guilt, cannot confront the PTSD, the depression and anxiety. I can imagine it's just engulfing him. It's eating him alive. So in order to forget, he just starts to do heavier drugs. He starts to do things that are just much more heavier than weed. So Shaggy starts to hallucinate all his friends due to all the heavy drugs that he's doing. And in these hallucinations, he's chasing monsters. They're fighting monsters. They're getting to the bottom of all these cases, mystery cases, so on and so forth, hence the mystery gang. And if you notice in the cartoon, Shaggy is almost inseparable from Scooby because that is his best friend. He misses his best friend, and he knows once this hallucination is over, Scooby will no longer be there. This is why he's always so close to his dog, his partner for life. And if you notice, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, and the whole gang, they always win in every episode, meaning they get the hero's ending, they unmask the villain, they find out who's doing what they're doing and why they're doing it. But this is just Shaggy projecting. This is Shaggy trying to unmask all the trauma, the guilt, the PTSD, the depression, the anxiety, that because of his irresponsibility, because of his forgetfulness, all his friends passed. They all died because of him. And he has to fight that monster, trying to unmask it every day as he gets high, starts to hallucinate. Ooh, I did not expect us to get this emotional so quick. What do you guys think? Do you like this one? Do you believe this one? Is this heavy? Because in a way, it is pretty heavy. For many years, I loved the Angelica cartoon conspiracy of the Rugrats. I did a video about it, put in the link down below. This cartoon conspiracy gives me some of the Rugrats cartoon conspiracy about Helga hallucinating all the babies, but that one's a little more different than this one. This one has to do with trauma. All his friends here, all of Shaggy's friends were alive at one point, but because of him, they're all, done, gone, deceased. But let me know what you think about this Shaggy cartoon conspiracy. So far, this cartoon conspiracy is probably my most emotional one to this date on my channel, but we have more coming out through the rest of the month. So let me know what you think. Do you like this one? Do you think this is real? What cartoon conspiracy do you want me to talk about? What cartoon conspiracy has been living rent-free in your mind? Put it in the comment section down below. All right, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please be safe out there during the spooky season. Red Bull, sponsor us. Stay spooky. Bye.